But it's okay like this. Whatever they say. Είναι τρελός is the only complete sentence that I can understand, basically. It's such a special group that even if I'm considered a tough one, sometimes I give up. So I cannot go hard on one player that gives everything. Nobody can have the same budget. We cannot be all rich. Doesn't matter that. It's important to have clear ideas.
Hello, Mr. Kantselieri. Welcome to Eurohoops. Thank you so much for your time and congratulations on the great season you're having so far.
Thanks a lot.
Now that you realize what ΠΑΟΚ has accomplished, what are the feelings?
The feelings are to be quite happy for this because in the beginning this was a combination of two ambitions, the ambition of the club, you know, to have more exposure, and my ambition to have more exposure. So far I believe that together we are going in the right direction.
Some crazy things happened that night in France. So did you lose your faith at some point, maybe that possession before overtime?
Listen, now it's too easy to say. This team proved to be able to do unbelievable things. It is true that that is a real an episode, like you're down by 2 and at one point something at the end and then you go overtime. You want to call luck, you want to call being able to score, you want to call confidence, you want to call it the way you want. It just happened. We have to admit it just happened and let's go. We discussed about the series, talking about possession by possession. When we were down, we had a timeout. We simply discussed about this. So we have enough time, you know, to go. Let's try to do it. And the guys were very solid to do it. So at least we were there. And then the one episode, lucky, and he made the basket. So it's not that the ball and it bounced from some part of the court and went in. He made the basket, so he is a good player with nuts.
Is it more satisfying, let's say, to beat teams with 10 times bigger budget? Do you think that money buys happiness in basketball?
But yeah, so when you build a team, you have to have money. It's you have enough to achieve, trying to achieve your project. It's not that we can say that every time this works is a bad side story. I believe that you have to have more than money. You have to have a project. You have to have something in front of you and supported by a budget. Then nobody can have the same budget. We cannot be all rich. Doesn't matter that. It's important to have clear ideas. But still, if you have a bigger budget, you have more chances. It's not me that I wrote this law.
For most people, you are the underdog in this final series. Do you find that an extra motivation, or do you prefer that?
We've been underdog every game. So one more time, I believe that in this final, Bilbao is every Spanish team very well made and coached, and with many players of the national playing in their country national team. So they have experience, they have size, they have almost everything. They are complete, okay. And we are going to have 2 more games with the same approach, like going there and showing our at least willingness to be happy to stay together.
I want to ask you about these 2 games. What about the fact that you have to go through 2 finals, not one? Is it more difficult and demanding, or is it, let's say, liberating that you have a second chance, let's say?
Honestly, it's better 2 than 1. In 1, everything can happen. Imagine if with Cholet was only 1. Now, today, you would not come here to interview me.
Neither Bilbao.
Exactly.
You said that ΠΑΟΚ is something like a religion. Have you realized that, especially now, you're something like a god, let's say, in Thessaloniki? Because I'm sure you get so much love every day.
One thing that I want to say that I believe it happened in the past without these late results is that at least we matched up with the people of PAOK with this willing, with this passion for the sport. So I understood that it was a religion when everybody saw that this team was respecting, you know, their culture, their love, their history, and the club itself. So I started to discover there when people, I said in another interview as well, start saying thank you, you know, for what you're doing. It means that they understand that you do it also for them.
I wonder, how did a philosophy student who loves rock music become a basketball coach?
You can ask also Tabellini, that is the coach of Nymburk, that for me should be like coach of the year in the Basket Champions League. He's another Italian, and he is graduated in philosophy. So we are two at least. I don't know if in Italy there is this connection, or I don't know. It just came like sliding doors. I had passion for the sport and also for the rest. And at one point you have to decide, and you take a road.
I have the sense that you're a so-called players coach. Do you agree on that?
I have to be honest, zero players coach. I'm not known for this. I'm trying to change. Let's say that this year, thanks to my players, it looks like this because they are so close. They are so, I don't know, it's such a special group that even if I'm considered a tough one, sometimes I give up. So I cannot go hard on one player that gives everything. So let's say that this year for me is like elementary school for this. Maybe I will become, and I hope so, but before, to be honest, I was not known for this.
So you have a special bond?
I think so.
Yeah. I wonder, do you have any role models in coaching or basketball in general?
Let's say that I realized, let's put it like this, I realized that basketball is going faster and it's going simpler sometimes. But simpler means less things to do, but more attention on detail. This year we're trying to do this. I changed my approach. Before I was more X and I was a little bit more tactical. On defense I kept this, but on offense I believe I leave a lot of space. Having attention, paying attention a lot to details. So small details.
In my mind, you're like a romantic guy, basketball-wise. Do you want to see things and act in a different way than most of the other coaches?
No. Like I don't. Let's put it like I go in a team. I try to coach the team. I don't do comparison. I don't believe we are all colleagues. Let's say we have different styles, and everybody goes on the court and approach the court in the way I believe he feels more comfortable. In this moment, you know, I just reset. I try to feel more comfortable with different things, but there is no. I cannot tell you, you know, that style. I don't want to talk about style. We just play the way we are able to play, I guess. And it's the team that defines the style, not the coach for me.
Oh, that's really important, what you're saying. You don't hear that every day.
Sorry?
You don't hear that every day, what you just said.
I don't know, because of my path, it's difficult sometimes for me to say, okay, I want to play like this. It's more, I tell you that during the summer, studying the players, or after you sign the players, you believe you can have an idea of basketball, then you start coaching the team, and me, I change almost every time. I start with an idea and I develop another one.
Do you watch basketball in your free time? What is your relationship?
Euroleague.
Euroleague?
Euroleague.
Oh, I was about to ask that. You're a Euroleague fan?
Yeah, big one.
Okay.
So I love, like every time I have time, I watch Euroleague.
And what about the NBA?
Not a big fan.
Not a big fan.
I mean, I have to choose because of the time. But I could watch it, but I usually approach NBA during the playoff. During the summer, I watch this. During the season, I watch the EuroLeague. It's amazing, every game.
So, can I ask you the favorites for this year?
The classification is pretty defined, so I have no idea. I can tell you about the two Greek teams because I played against them and they impressed me. They really impressed me on the court, like face to face, playing against them. So I do believe that they have big chances. For the others, as I watched, I have my ideas, but let's go. Let's make the court talk, not me.
Always. Do you like the fact that now, more than ever, we see the coaches being on the spotlight? Though I really think that now you get the credit you deserve from the media, from the fans.
This is not a thing that I do care a lot, honestly. I really believe in this moment of my life, of my career, that without a team, you are nothing. I keep repeating this. So to me, being under the spotlight is important when you have multiple years of solid career and you prove that in every team you go, you are able, through them to be a good coach. So far, I didn't do it, so I'm here, but I still see that I have to work a lot. So the spotlight, okay. Of course, as a human being, it's cool to be considered a good coach more than a bad coach, because I've been through both, and when you're considered a bad coach for some reason, it's not. It's exactly the opposite. And you feel, honestly, you don't feel good in that moment. So in this moment it's better than that one, but still I would like to be here again after 2 or 3 solid years in which through the same team, as I hope, because I found my way, or another, same team, same players, not same club. Through these players, I can do 2 or 3 solid years, and then, okay, when we are here, I will say, yes, finally, they realized.
It's not about the money or the fame. Is it about the legacy at the end of the day?
With your team, mostly. I think that a good combination can be understand where you are, means the club that called you to represent them. Because this is the fact. When a club hires a coach, they believe that this coach will put on the court, the values of the club. They can be different. Every club is different. But then you have to find a team, and then you have to, how to say, you coach the team. You coach the team, you put it all together. They say in France, c'est la maillot bien fait.
How do you want to be remembered here in Greece, for example?
Okay, this is more, but it's okay like this. Whatever they say, Είναι τρελός, that's okay.
So you do know that in Greek?
It's the only complete sentence that I can understand, basically.
So is it actually τρελός?
Do you know why it's a cool thing for me? Because I've been through situations in which the same way of being has been considered negative. In this place, it's positive. So, I like that if people define yourself for who you are, it's better. Then I don't like to be somebody that it's not himself, like to fake to be somebody else. I'm not able. I don't even know how to do it. So these people doing this say, okay, we understand that you're like this, but we still like you.
Yeah.
That's what it matters to me.
So you embrace it.
Yeah, that's cool. This is the real cool thing of this year. Like, I didn't know, but when they sang, I understood what it was meaning. I said, okay, that's funny, but yeah, that's me sometimes. Crazy in a positive way. Crazy of passion for this sport, for me.
Can you give us your definition of success?
Yeah, I have to still know, because like I try to study philosophy, but I'm not a philosopher. Plus, I didn't write the Bible, so I have no idea. Like success, I have no idea. I think that is defined mostly by the result, unluckily, results. So So if you have results, you have success in sports, at least in European sports, at least in most of the country I have visited and coached. My definition is to stick with the rules. So you have to accept the rules and go there. I want to steal the words of a friend of mine that said like that there is this big difference between ambition and aspire to do something. Like I aspire to be a good coach, and not to, I don't have only ambition, because ambition sometimes brings you in a different, how to say, in a different, doesn't let you go straight. Mm-hmm. It becomes a winning road and a success, and how to say, negative years way too much for me.
So one last question, it would be too naive from my side not to ask you. So are you staying next year?
That's a question that will be asked at the end of the season. Now we have 2-3 important weeks in front of us. That's my only and unique goal, to try to see if we can do something more. It will be very difficult, but I promise that we will try hard.